topsy-turvy opening weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And they'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
19 right. 50.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 back to 60. 19 tight, 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
60 Bellcat. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 28-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Cardinals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13,684, and now he's soaring past that. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. You look at this Arizona defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Come on. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18, 5 here.
Operating from the gun, McLean. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Set. Hip. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Back to throw. McLean. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. McLean. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
Let's go now. Ready.
Warren looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there. Open them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll go with the keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big body stop him at the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Mustang 19. Go.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Warrior 17.
Operating from the gun. McLean. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Completes it.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 10.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Let's go now. Look at 19.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
19, 79 Broncos. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll try and do this himself.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Room past the 35.
And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 36 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Derek Harmon
Collapses the pocket and drops it for a loss of 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 13. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
On the ready.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jalen Waddle from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted.
will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go! Viking 18! Ready,
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Get it! 70 race, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
79 Broncos. Panther 60. 19 Light. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Benson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Off the play fake. McLean. On
this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Can't lying. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Looking to throw. McLean. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
a long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Cougar 19, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 60, trap 60, 79 Broncos. Ready.
He'll look to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
Back to throw. McLean. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The seams parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one he'll think about for the next month.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 60, 18 Rattle, 18 Rattle. 18, Pioneer.
Looking to throw. McLean. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ready? Go!
Going back to the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Panther 6, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Off play action. McLean on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up
on the give. It's Warren.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, go!
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
A handoff for Warren. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
They give to Johnson going right.
And only a couple there as he'll take this out to the 47.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. McLean. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 21 yards away.
And the Cards have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
18, Pioneer.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Seven Pirates. Panther 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Operating from the gun, McClain. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Ready. 19 Tiger.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got it. Ready? Come on.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
He gets it left side of Johnson.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
70 Rangers. Panther 60.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger. Check. Go streets. Panther 60.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Street. Brasco 80. Mustang 19.
Back to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath.
and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
He's back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Come on, come on. Set. Panther 11, Panther 11. Come on, 18. 19 right, cut 19, cut 19.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
60 average, 60 average.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This is caught by Waddle. Now he's loose again. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Jalen Waddle.
His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Cardinals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well
to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the gun on third down, Westbrook. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And this is four-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to Freiermuth. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's first and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Cardinals have got it, so that should just about put an end to this one. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
That's the score. Cardinals 42. Steelers 28.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. McClain. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. How did he stay on his feet? And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage there in the end zone, and it's been like that all game long. And now, down 2 scores, I imagine they'll try again, but it'll just be for posterity's sake.
Another try, second and 10 now.
Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast